Good morning. So we are here at the Motorhome and Caravan show. You're not feeling very well, are you?
No.
She looks awful.
Thanks for that, James.
That's all right. So we're going to go in. There's only a few specific things that we're looking for this time. We're not looking to buy a new van, but we are going to go and show you guys a couple of newer vans that I look awful today as well.
Yeah.
God, I do. A couple of vans that we've seen that do have our interest, but also something.
No. James has seen, and they have James's interest.
Yeah, so I want to go and have a look at them, and then we'll show you them. And then I've also seen an accessory that I've already sold it to myself without even seeing it. I've only seen it on YouTube videos, but this is the next accessory. Don't say anything.
Thanks, Aid.
Yeah, thanks for a friend of ours for telling me all about this. But I've literally already convinced myself to buy this without seeing it. So let's go in, let's go and take a look and see what we can find. So this is one that has caught my interest, which is the Coachman Travel Master 565. Which I think is quite interesting, obviously for Coachman, who are well known for doing caravans, but have now got into motorhomes. My only worry on it, for 132 grand, dealers will obviously do a special offer. It's not a very big garage. So you would, if you're going to do your bikes, you're going to have the tow bar on it, or the bike rack on it as well. I'll give you a look at the layout. Which is nice. It's nice. You can see it's running on the Mercedes chassis. The front as well, and you've got a different layout. So this is the single beds at the back, then you've got your island beds, but they have got a bigger version that we're going to go and look at in a minute, which is 8.65 metres in length.
It's a little bit like the eldest that we had when you go inside that.
As in the layout at the front?
As in the layout?
That's what I just said, the layout.
Yeah. The whole of it, yeah, but it's very similar.
So it's quite nice. I love these white steps though for getting out. And the headroom there, obviously with the hump, obviously that makes it, which makes it. You need to hold it, please, while I'm doing the videoing. You have to be involved, Christa. Because she's feeling poorly, she's thinking that she can get away with doing anything today.
I've just come to look. I don't need to be going around all of it.
To make sure we don't buy anything, we've actually forgotten her purse and my wallet on purpose. So there's a trick if you don't want to buy anything at a show. Just forget your wallet on purpose. So just going to pop in, have a look. So apart from the driving area, it's one floor all the way through, and then you obviously do the step up here with the two single beds, which is what I do like. All the chargers at the back as well. You can have a TV up on there quite easily, and then if I remember correctly, you've got the wardrobes.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, you're not going to get much in there, are you?
Yeah.
So you can't use that. Wardrobe. It's a nice sized kitchen area.
It is a bit.
So you've got it. So it's quite nice. I think you've got that, which is nice. Kitchen, the English oven, large fridge, and then the drop down bed here as well. Evening, morning, evening. God, I haven't woke up yet.
if you think globally,
Yeah.
it's always that somewhere it will.
It's always time for a drink somewhere around the world.
To be honest, I'm not sure.
I can imagine it on the map.
So it's an interesting one, but now seeing it, I don't like it.
Right.
Like at the back where you've got the single beds there, you know you've got very little wardrobe space. There's a couple of little wardrobes on the side, but one of
Isn't
them.
that a two-berth?
No, it's got a drop-down electric bed at the top. So where this will have, that one's similar, but it's just basically just got the island bed. That's the only
Yeah.
that's the only difference. So let's go and have a look at the 845. Yeah, the bigger one, because this might make a bit of a difference. Okay, so here we are at the Imperial Coachman. So this is £201,000. So this has got to impress. Here's your spec sheet. So again, on the Mercedes-Benz, 170 brake horse. What was it? 8 points. So just under 9 meters in length. So it's a big boy, or a big girl, depending on what you decide to call your motorhome. A class. I do like the graphics, I have to admit. But this is what still astounds me. So for 200 grand, you've still got to empty your toilet. Twin axle. So garage is a lot bigger. So you can see, all right for your bikes in this one. This will be interesting. Ah, so that's clever. Real easy access into your batteries. And obviously your box, and yeah, and all your electrics basically. So that's a good design. So really interesting. It's obviously got a lot of people's interest, this one, because it's a busy van. But these Coachmans, from what I've read, they include everything. So there's not many extras to add on. What you're paying has got pretty much everything you need. In the van, it's a double floor, as you can see. Go through it. Let's have a little look. Interesting. I do like the new Mercedes vans.
£200,000, you still got to empty the toilet yourself.
There's your drop down bed.
Oh, sorry.
Good sized kitchen. Standard fridge, oven. Kitchen is nice actually.
Oh wow.
So it's got the island bed. Toilet. And then your shower again, which obviously is going over the tyres with the double floor. It's only got one plug hole as well. So I'd hope this does include self-leveling, but I'll have to check. And put it in the comments below.
This is luxurious.
Wardrobe space there. And that's it. That's your 865. So let us know what you think in the comments below. So I'm going to be honest, like on paper and in the MMM magazine, it looks absolutely amazing. But what's the £1,000 for? So it's 201,000. That has to be a sales gimmick, just to get your attention. I think if you're buying it from the dealers, you'll get it under 200 grand anyway. But what I want to know, just hold this for us, please, a minute. I don't think it has.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I thought it would have for that money. So there's your self-leveling underneath. So that's the one thing with Coachman, is you won't have to put a lot of extras on it. It'll come with everything that you want on it. So from your panels, it actually comes with air conditioning, if I remember correct as well. So that's all on it. So it is literally what you're paying as you are ready to drive away. The only thing I would have changed in there is get rid of the AGM batteries for lithium. And that would be it. I would say that's probably only it. But for 200 grand, you know...
You haven't really got a lot of space. I mean, the kitchen was a decent size. You've got quite a lot of surface.
It's a nice layout.
But there's not a lot of space in there.
And I'm just thinking of ours, so with the Dethleffs Alpa, obviously with the rear lounge, that creates a lot more space, obviously to have, which is great. And I can see the benefits of both, where we have to climb into our overcab. That's not ideal for everybody. I do like the bedrooms being at the back. But we'd have a bit. So look, there's always going to be playoffs depending on what vans that you look at. But I just think for 200 grand, you're tipping into that luxury territory. And I just think there's a few better vans out there. So Coachman, sorry about that. But if you want to prove me wrong, then get in contact and show me why I should trade mine in and buy that. So this is the next one that we want to look at that we've just arrived, which is next. So we're now on the Bailey stand. So I've been on about getting a panel van basically, isn't it? Camper van for me, just when I go off walking and I don't have to get the motorhome out. And this is the Endeavour. I think this in 2024 will be the best selling camper van on the market, just by looking at it. It's on the Ford Transit, which obviously is a workhorse and a lot of people will like driving. It's the right price point when you're looking at about 70 grand, so the dealers will do specials. So I think you'll probably find you might just get it slightly under that with a load of extras added to it. But I think the layout is absolutely lovely. So if it's all set up on this, what it will have is a rear lounge that you can come across. At the moment it's set so you can walk in this way and then walk out the front to make it easy for people. But this here at the front you can come across, so you can actually have the U-shaped rear lounge at the back, and then that converts into your bedroom. But if you look at the difference here in the height as well, which is really nice. So I'm just over 6 foot, so let's test it. You can see. So that's where you can put it here, and then you can put this across here to make the U-shaped lounge if you wanted to. Clever place to put your awning. So obviously you'd have your table there which detaches and just puts it on. So here we go. So look at the headroom. So as I say, I'm 6 foot. So a lot of space. Big cupboards. And this becomes, that's very clever, so it gives you more space while you're not using it. Look here at the floor. And then, as you're in there, and it turns obviously into your bathroom, toilet, wash sink. Quite clever design actually. So when it's not in use, as you can see, you've got that, just that little bit extra. And this is what I do like as well, it hasn't got the tiny fridges which a lot of them have. So, again, and again, quite a lot of storage, and there's the cushion for the back that I was referring to. And then you've got all the rear camera sensors on it. So that is the Bailey Endeavour. I honestly do think this will be the #1 van being sold in 2024. The layout is absolutely perfect. What do you think?
Yes,
She feels poorly. But like, just give you some stats on this as well. So it's a 2-berth one. So for those of you with 4, tents outside. Length's just under 6 metres. Body width's 2.4, and the overall height is just over 2.8, which is obviously really good. Your internal headroom 1.9 metres. So that works really, really well. All together. I do just think, look at the payload though. It's a 3.5 tonne, so you don't have to have your C1 licence on it, and you've actually got a payload of 627 kilos. So when you look at that, that's going to allow you to have quite a lot of accessories, added to it as well. 155 brake horse engine, automatic as well. You've got the awning, 3.5 metre wind out as well, and it's got 4-season all-weather diesel combi all year round. So I think that's really good. And this is the other one. Yeah, it's got here. Yeah, here's the other one where you've got the pop top. So this will become effectively the 4-berth, I believe. Yep. So as you can see, the bed obviously above the cab. But look at that, if you actually made up the front here, that's one huge bedroom. But you are sacrificing your payload. So just stick it in, there's no one here. So again, quite nice. Bathroom's all the same, kitchen layout, just a different layout. But obviously you've got the nice open space here, which if that was your bed, which would be great, and then obviously into there as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
So a little bit different, but I do prefer the 2-berth over this one. So when you think about the price of camper vans at the moment, I think Bailey's have got it absolutely spot on for what you're getting for your money. Watch these two for 2024. I bet they're going to have a booming show, and them two you'll see a lot on the road for certain. You think about that one? Oh, it's just poorly. And there's the tail. Look, there's things like this that are very clever, where you've obviously got the table there, hit the back out the way, so then you can fix it to the front when you need it. Obviously the awning, you would just put a bike rack on the back to carry your vans. But that front, to put bike rack on the back to carry your bikes, not van. So I do think it's an interesting one, but as I say, I think it's the one. I think that's a bit over the top for me, I have to admit. It's not for sale, it's a demonstration one. Oh, that's the new all-electric vehicle. So that'd be interesting, because if that's aircon at the top, I'd love to know how much of the battery that's going to be using. But there we are. So they're the vans that we want to see. We've got one more that we want to show you, which is a Leica van. If you've read MMM this month, you'll see the ones that we're showing you, because they've been pretty much in there. But these seem to be the ones that are making a bit of a difference at the show, where a lot of them are very similar to previous years, and they've just had an odd little change added to them. So let's go and have a look at the Leica one, and then let's go and find the actual stand for the whole reason why I've come here. So unexpectedly, we have spotted something that we weren't expecting to see, which is the new version of our van. So there it is. This is supposedly the new Alpa 68-2. So I can give you the stats on this one really easy. So 4.8 tonne. It has just over a tonne of payload. That's quite a cool actual shot, isn't it, as I'm doing the photo. Obviously the big garage, as you can see. And there is... So the only difference I can tell you now between this and the last one in the garage is they've actually put your electro block in the garage, so it's easier to get access to, because that is actually under the passenger seat of the older one. I'm expecting it still to be on the Fiat Ducato. It's exactly the same layouts, apart from the price has jumped up. So yeah, still under Fiat Ducato. Your beds are up on the overcab, so up there. So they've actually changed the main change from here is the graphic side of it from ours. So they've got them big racing stripes now with the Dethleffs, where on the other one they've actually got a silver strip all the way along the front. From doing that, you'll have wind out steady legs at the back. Stats are exactly the same. So 7.3 in length, 3.3 high, and 2.3 in width. So you'll have an electric step here as well.
No, you don't have to make no. Just stays made. I need a job.
You're selling it, are you?
I'm selling it.
You're selling it. It's quite easy, we've already got one.
That's why she showed us how it works.
Because they thought you had to make the bed every time you use it.
Oh no, we're lazy people, we won't make a bed. So stepwise in, pretty much everything's very similar.
It's all these other.
Actually it's a bit different on the now. I like the pine actually.
So I'll show you another selling point.
So compared to the Coachman I showed you earlier, this is the difference.
Fridge and freezer.
So that's a full-size
Open.
shower. It's actually got heating in it.
When you sat on the sofa, you just open it the other way as well.
Nice, yeah.
There's another selling point, yeah.
There's the Fiat, which is exactly the same. And then what you do to make your bed here is you pull this out, put the infill cushion in here,
We
you
had
pull
a
that
Dethlefs-
across.
We had a Dethleffs,
And then there's the
here,
steps.
And then we traded it in for this one now, because we've had it for a year, but like, we did 4,000.
and they put the TV up on there,
4,000 miles.
obviously to watch, which I'll probably pinch to do.
Do 4,000 miles or 4,000 kilometres in the summer?
4,000 miles.
4,000 miles in the summer in 5
This
weeks
will be,
around France
just to
and
give you an
Spain
idea.
now.
This is the bigger bathroom.
Yeah, we're going away next
Exactly
week.
the same. So all the differences
We
really
use ours
is
weekends and
We did 3
Is the
months.
colour.
We went down to the Alps for
yeah.
3 months.
So last year.
So you can say this is the U-shaped lounge that we bang on about. This actually converts into another bed
That just falls back.
as well. You've got big storage cabinets and then all that.
Yeah, no, we've got.
And there's
we
the
had
kitchen.
ours
So pretty much
brand
the only
new last
difference
year.
is it's just the new layout on the cabinets, the colour.
We
But
did
apart from
think
that, it's all the
we thought
same.
it was gonna be cost-effective.
I think this is the best motorhome you can buy, but I'm not biased. So the other noticeable difference, obviously the graphics, it's interesting, everyone who's going in is loving it, is the new back. So on the older one, it's interesting, say the older one, it's literally brand new, but on the older one they've got it, them coming down the side here with the lights, where now it's all on the back. So that's a little bit different to what they've got, but apart from that, pretty much everything else is the same. You've obviously got the new globe, what do they call them now, globe trails, which are the new Campervans from Dethleffs as well. I just don't think they'll beat Bailey on this. I think they've missed a trick on the layouts altogether. Everyone's up to their own, but I think Bailey will run away with it. So I'm not going to look at them. What were you saying about what you thought?
It's a bit lighter inside. It's got the two TVs.
It's interesting if you look. So if you look there very carefully, when people ask about the height difference, and you can see it there, and that does make a bit of a difference for driving style. And also you've got to be careful of obviously of low bridges, because you can get caught out, or petrol stations, as I discovered.
I think it's interesting though that no one's in the van showing like the interior of it, because people don't know about how to get on the bed and think that they've got to keep making the bed, and don't know about the lockable drawers, and don't know about the fridge opening both sides and things like that, which are selling features for it.
Yeah, it's a Dethleffs. You need to get your dealers in order then. We get there's a softer sale, but there's a lot of people in there that we've just been showing them how to use everything altogether. You're missing some sales. Right, let's go and have a look at Laker, which is just next door. And let's have a look at the one that looks really interesting. I think the decor of it looks absolutely amazing. So let's go and see. Start again. Right, so we're at the stand. That was the only reason we've come to the Motorhome show, and it's to show you this. So this is the Cinderella toilet that we've just ordered, obviously to go into the van, because it literally burns crap, and I mean it. So if you do a crap in it, it's going to burn it. So all you
Burns
do,
everything.
Burns everything. So you can see normal pan. It's got all protection in there. As you can see, if I lift the lid up there. So basically, what you do, if I get this right, is you finish your business, you put the lid down.
It burns.
Pardon?
It burns everything. So you go to the toilet. You put like a bag down. You go to the toilet, and then it burns all your waste, and it comes out. So that down there in that little pot is 2 weeks worth of waste. So just burns. So you can be off grid, and you don't, and you can use the toilet.
Do you know how much they are? Has the chap shown me?
Yeah. How much has you just said for?
Well, there's a bit of discount in the show, but about 4.5, something like that.
Four
for
grand,
installation.
Go on then. So how does it work? Go on.
So, you need a little bag.
I've had the question before and I looked into it and there's no one.
Do what you've got to do. Whether it's liquid or solid.
Okay.
Shut lid. Press the button. I won't say flush because it doesn't flush. It's no water, no chemical, nothing. It drops it into the bottom. And it incinerates it. You do have to remember to put the bag in or you've got a mess.
Yeah.
Show the evidence is not there.
Sorry? It takes an hour.
Oh, an hour. So if
It'll burn for
it's going in half an hour, just put another bag in.
Put another bag in, use it.
Flush it and you're all
Because,
right.
to be honest with you,
And then you
the pan in
empty
the
your pan
bottom.
underneath,
Pan in the bottom.
and this is about 2 weeks worth
Once
of
it's at
crap.
the temperature of 600
And we-
degrees, if you put a liquid in there, it's
Well
probably
worth
gone
the
in
investment.
30 seconds. It just evaporates it and it's gone. Obviously the solids it needs to burn.
So it's been a few days since we were at the Motorhome show. Just chilling out now, just obviously reflecting on what we saw.
Yeah.
What did you think, even though you were poorly?
Yeah. I felt so ill. I can't believe that you still dragged me around. Dragged me around there.
I didn't drag you around, Christa. You were like, I wanted to come and look.
Well, yeah. I mean, we looked at a few vans, didn't we? But I still prefer the layout in the Dethleffs that we have, the Dethleffs Alpa.
So
I think I did a really good job on the stand, actually, for Dethleffs. I think I might have sold a couple of vans whilst I was looking around
yeah.
our van.
Yeah, and like to summarise, so we thought the show was for Friday. We thought it was quiet compared to previous years.
Yeah.
Altogether, there's not many new vans coming out. I think some of the new ones have just got a few stylish features. They're not really bringing anything new out. But if we looked at the Coachman, which, as I said in the review, looked good, but then when you go and see it firsthand, a lot of money, even for the bigger one, 201,000, and you still got to empty your own toilet. And actually, there's not that much space inside it, which was unfortunate. But I do like the deal, though, where they just give you the price and it's got pretty much everything on it. You know, your aircon, self-leveling, everything, so you can just go straight away. The Bailey, we like the Bailey, the Ford Transit van. The 2-berth, and then had the 4-berth one, but I do think that 2-berth one, or the 4-berth, to be honest, I think they are going to be the best sellers for next year. I think price point, under 70 grand, having the van, the awning, it's all there for you, really, isn't it? Yeah. And then we looked.
Oh, bless you, you got cold coming, have you?
Might have your cold coming from Friday. The Laker, as you'll notice, wasn't on the video because as I went to do it, you said no. I didn't like it.
Oh dear, bless you.
No. And you thought it was too cramped inside, wasn't it? So we didn't end up videoing that one. I think the Bailey concept of the new electric van will be interesting, but I can't see the mileage be any good on it. So technology needs to advance. And that was it, really. There wasn't anything that, obviously the Cinderella toilet was the whole point we went there.
The highlight of the show.
That's the highlight of the show, just to go and get a toilet that burns crap. But apart from that, it did seem very quiet.
I think I might have sold a few of those as well on the stand.
You were doing pretty well
I was
selling.
doing-
You know, people are asking you all the questions, and you don't actually work for the companies, but you're answering away, which was good. But overall, before show was pretty quiet. Vans have definitely increased in price altogether. People obviously seem to be having expectations are getting bigger, and manufacturers are trying to sort of cater for it altogether. But as I say, for us, I would have said the Bailey would have been really good. Obviously, if you're looking for a camper van, I think that's got a fantastic layout. The 2-berth one with a rear lounge that you can have that makes it into the bed, which is really good. But that was it really, apart from the show. You know, we whizzed around it within a few hours. You know, all together, and that was our experience from the show. So no more motorhome shows for us this year now.
No.
It's all about the rallies. Hopefully no floodwaters to keep driving through. As we experienced after the show, which you'll see on one of our previous videos. So if you go back one, you'll see us getting caught in the floods as we left the NEC, heading off to a rally. But that's us for. We've got a lot of rallies coming up, so you'll see all the rallies coming up and a couple of the sites that we are staying at on the run up to Christmas. So happy motorhoming everyone, and take care. Bye bye.